Hi, I'm Big Mike. This is Stoner Kitchen. We're smoking the executive, and we're going to cook some blueberry pork chops. You haven't had blueberry pork chops? They're the fucking bomb, man. Let's try it out. First, we light our joint. Take a big ass hit. That way you can cook. Best cooks are stoners. Now, with our pork chops, we got a family pack here. I don't know if you're familiar with pork prices, meat prices in your supermarket, but meat prices vary. Some supermarkets run them bi-weekly, some of them run bi-monthly, but look at your specials. Count them down on your calendar. Some days chicken's on sale, some days pork's on sale. Depending on which week it is, which supermarket you're really going with, the sale ads, they change. In addition to that, when meat departments, the butchers, I don't want to call them butchers because some of them, quite frankly, aren't anything but meat stockers. But when your meat department runs low, especially on pork and chicken, they get a little nervous and they price that stuff to go. Today we got a family pack of pork chops, $4.28. $4.28 for this. Take a look at all them pork chops. It's a killer deal. Killer deal at King Soopers. But if they're just pork chops, they're just pork chops. We're going to make them better. Watch it out. Get out our skillet. If you looked at previous shows, skillet's important. Skillet's important for iron. You want to preheat your skillet all the time when you're cooking meat. Don't ask why, just preheat the motherfucker. Get in the habit, when you first think about cooking something, put on the pan. Start putting on the pans and start working. We're cooking up blueberry, oops. Hold on a second. We're cooking up blueberry pork chops. You didn't see that. Anyway, we rinsed it off. We're back on track. We've got heat going. We've got our pan heating up. We're doing blueberry pork chops, but we're also going to do oiled noodles. If you haven't had oiled noodles, check it out. It's a treat. Okay, to do oiled noodles, we get our egg noodles. But the first thing we want to do is get our water on. Get in the habit of putting your water on, getting your pans hot. Don't even, when you think about something, don't even start to cook. Don't start bringing anything out until you start getting your pans hot. Because everything about cooking is the right temperature, the right timing. Everything you do should come out at the same time. Just like a restaurant. If they're doing short order cooks, you can do it. You can do it at home. You can do it wherever the fuck you're cooking. If you're cooking on the south of the Platte River, then whatever, dude. Cook right. Cook for enjoyment. We got our hot water going for the noodles, egg noodles. Trust me, this is going to be a treat. We got our pan going for our pork chops. Now our vegetables are going to be green beans. We're going to rinse off the green beans with the colander. Throw our green beans into the pan right here. I like steamed green beans. You gotta be steamed. I usually use that pot. In fact, that's the pot I usually use. Since we're not going to be using that pot for green beans, we're using it for noodles, maybe we're going to switch. Maybe we don't need that big of a pot. Maybe that pot is the pot we need. Don't be afraid to switch pots. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fucking end of the world. People get so uptight about how they're cooking. They look at recipes. They figure if they're a dash off on this or a dash off on that, it's really going to make a difference. It doesn't. Flavor is flavor. They give you a recipe. It's a general idea. That's how they did it. You may not like that much fucking salt in your shit. You may not like that much sour cream in your shit. Change it. Don't be afraid of changing it. On the green beans. Next to our green wheat. Pretty cool. We rinse them off because you don't know what kind of pesticides they got on this shit. They got stuff that'll kill you, man. Fucking give you cancer, all that crap. Alright? Get your green beans, rinse them off, clean them off. Dump them on the cutting board. Make sure your water, all your temperatures are going. Because Temperature is key to cooking, and you want to cook fast. Your family's sitting there bugging you, you know, everybody's hungry. You're hungry, but you got to cook for everybody. Don't worry about it. Cut off the little ends because kids will freak out on the ends of green beans. Those, I don't know, for some reason, they've seen them in a can too long. They see the ends of green beans, they don't want to eat them. Some adults are like that. I had a friend of mine that his food couldn't touch. No matter what you served this motherfucker, his food couldn't touch. So if his green beans were touching the potatoes, guess what? He's not eating the potatoes or the green beans. Weird shit, man. People have weird hang-ups. You're throwing them on there because you're going to be steaming these green beans. And if you're only used to green beans in a can or only used to frozen green beans, fresh green beans will actually be a treat to you. Maybe a treat you don't like. So definitely check it. I only like canned stuff with something. I only like macaroni and cheese out of a box. I'm one of them kids. You know, I only like certain kinds of cereal. And if you give me a generic substitute, I can't really do it. Can't make the transition in my brain. We're cutting off the ends of these green beans while our pans are heating up for the noodles and our pans are heating up for the pork chop. Keeping your dinner on